see the equipment that are here. You can see things that are here. Nobody could remove anything. Is that how it comes to work? They just came suddenly, started demolition. You know, if my brother didn't have a brother like me, they would. He wanted to enter here. They say, no, you can't enter. We have got injunction. What about court injunction that allows somebody to enter into another person's property? They sue him for removing his keys and everything, and demolishing everywhere. What about court injunction is that? We are finished with the country.
The former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, made a tweet. I don't know if you've seen it. He has expressed concern over what he called growing culture of impunity in Nigeria. Yesterday, his younger brother's company in Ikeja, Lagos was demolished. In a statement, Obi said he was alerted in the morning by his brother, who returned from Port Harcourt, to discover that the company's property had been pulled down by unknown agents.
Oh, this is just how not to play politics.
Sure.
Politics of vendetta. Since after the 2023 elections, Ndi Igbo, to a large extent, have not known peace in Lagos because they decided to pitch their tent with another political party other than that of President Bola Tinubu. It's been one attack after another. Let's focus on what transpired yesterday. Every other day, you hear governors traveling around the world. We're going to look for investors. We're going to look for business. We're going to look for people that would help us develop our state. The few ones who have decided to take that risk, to invest their hard-earned money, how are we treating them? Because of political differences, you went after a business, demolished the business, not minding the fact that that business employs Nigerians, maybe in their hundreds. And I'm sure if you go through the employee lists of that company, you find out that it is not just the obese that work there. You find that there may likely be an Adekunle. You find out there may likely be a Musa working there. You find that there will likely be a Chibweze working there. But because you want to teach the obese a lesson, you brought down that company. It's quite unfortunate that in 2025 we're still playing this archaic politics that everyone must align with your views or must fall behind you. If they fail to do that, you unleash state power on them, coerce them, sometimes even go after their lives just because they express or they're expressing a different political view from you. This is quite unfortunate and should be condemned by anybody who means well for this country.
And you know, the funny part of this story is this: assuming the guy even did something wrong or the documentation had a problem, the fact that he is a younger brother to me, you should be conscious. When I mean conscious, not because he's a big man's brother, no. You should be conscious that if anything happens to this business, people will interpret it in a way that will bring your government to disrepute. So the best thing was to do to grant a press conference. So buildings in Azikiwe, some property owners there have not been properly documented. We have given them 14 days to move their belongings because we're coming into that place. And then at the expiration of the 14 days, of course, those people would have moved out their business premises, and then you can go ahead and pull down. And then people say, okay, at least they apply the human face. But you just landed and pulled down the place. Only God knows how many years that guy has spent building that business. I mean, what if that's the only business in his life? Like, the man is finished. You know, sometimes when our politicians implement so-called policies without having a human face, I wonder, is it this democracy they said is for the people? Is it really about the people? Or about some people just trying to show strength? I mean, it's not even making sense. I know that before the end of today, now Lagos State government will issue a statement trying to explain what happened. But they should have done the explanation before pulling it down, so that we will all understand that it was not a vendetta. But whatever you do now, people will just say it's just a cover-up. But we are waiting. At the end of today, I'm very sure statement will pop.
Damage control.